Okay, check once. Okay, so hello guys, we are back again. We had to fix something, so we had to start the stream, but we are live again. Hello Shin, are you
Okay.
there?
Yes, sir. I am here patiently waiting for the game to start as well for the live stream. And yeah, back to what we were saying. This is the best of one between Team Ohio Liho and Team Rebellion, who will take on each other in this best of one, isn't it, who?
Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's get in for the first game. I think both the teams are ready here, and so are we. And yes, guys, I want to welcome you all who just joined into the Vortex of Legends Season 2, brought to you by Yama Esports. And this is the third day for the round of 32. And yes, teams winning here will get to the round of 16, getting them the ticket. And the one losing will get eliminated directly right off the bat. But here we have Team Rebellion on the blue side and Team Ohio on the red side going in for the banning section. And what hero do you think will get banned here?
As we have seen, mostly, the XP laners have been banned a lot, so banning the Phoebus, the Khalid, or any XP laner like Gatot is very effective.
Ooh, look at that, the link ban coming in. I mean, judging from the banning section, usually the first team, the blue side team who have the first pick, they usually go for that fighter bans, right? They leave the chip open because the red team usually get the second pick and the blue team does have the priority to get that hero for themselves, right? So they won't ban that chip, I believe, from the blue side, and they will go for those mages and those, fighters bans as you mentioned. But the Ling and the Khalid getting banned, okay, pretty decent bans, I would say.
Yeah, I think they will go for the chip ban, okay, and they are going for the chip ban.
Okay, I mean, usually the blue side leave that chip open, but here we do see that getting banned from themselves. Okay, I think they are not comfortable on the chip, or they don't want to, use that in their draft, I believe. But I think we can get another fighter. But yes, it is a fighter which can also be flexed into that jungle position. The Shuyu getting banned here. Who?
Okay, the Shuyu has really very high damage right now, and it is going for the ban section every game, not just in the tournament lobby but in the ranked games too.
I mean, these are some very common bans we do see, like all around the ranked games, the tournaments, and even in the international, tournaments that are happening around the world. And there comes the Zushin ban, like we mentioned, the mages will get banned here. And to follow that up is the Alice getting banned as well.
Okay, Team Rebellion, they can go for the Gatot if they want. They still have the Aurora and Vexana.
Yes, what else does this open for themselves, There are a lot of good heroes that we are missing. Maybe the Phoebus, I think.
Yeah, the Phoebus.
What else? Which hero are we missing here? There is something I think which is going under our radar right now. There is that one hero which we can't think of. I feel like, what is it?
It can be
the Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby. The Mia.
Oh, yes, you're right. The Mia was not banned in the first phase. Okay, that is left open. But here comes the Aurora getting picked from the side of Team Rebellion. Decent pick, I would say, in that mid lane.
Yeah, 80% of the teams just go for the Aurora or Vexana.
That Frigid Glacier is something that can really change the fights. I mean, one stun and you can just get wiped out from that period of that stun duration, isn't it?
Yeah, and we go with that Lunox instantly.
Yes, sir. A Lunox versus Aurora. If that Lunox is put into the mid lane, do you think the Lunox wins though?
if she can bait out the skills of Aurora, it is a easy fight for Lunox. But let's see.
There comes a Phobius though.
Okay, the Phobius. They need to catch that Phobius, or he is not going down.
I mean, the counters are open towards that Phobius, the CC, the X-Borg, they are left for, left here to get picked. I mean, if they want to counter that hero, they can go for that, but that Carmilla, I guess that will be the Rome Carmilla, isn't it?
Yeah, Rome Carmilla. And going with that Nathan.
That seems so scary. The magic damage will scale off so much with that, curse of blood from that Carmilla here, isn't it?
Yeah, if the curse of blood connects onto 5 or 4 people, it's a wiped out for Team Ohio Leo.
What can they pick here to counter that though? Which hero, can they go for here,
They
you think?
can go for the Matilda.
The Matilda, you say, that is a good combo with that, Phobius here, but they are going for that Hylos instead.
Okay, Hylas, more frontliners. It will be a lot easier for Carmilla to connect.
Indeed, but the Hylos does provide that, the front line, like you mentioned, for that backline to go for those, dive in play or, the damage. They can go for, their skills pretty easily with so much HP being in front of them. It will take that much time for that, Needham to peel all that HP down from those heroes, isn't it?
Yeah, if the Carmilla connects onto the front laner, they will just melt down and the back lane will just be wide open.
Okay, a Nolan getting banned. We don't get to see that very often though.
Okay, pretty interesting. Okay, what was that? But okay, a nice ban. I think Team Rebellion thought that the Lunox is going for the gold lane, so they didn't want to take chances, so they banned for the Sicilian.
Okay, true. Let's say hypothetically this Lunox does go to that gold lane against that Neaton. Do you think it is a good matchup?
Yeah, it is a good matchup. If the Lunox goes for that Ruby DD combo against that Nathan, it can burst down that Nathan.
But the Neaton does have that entropy, that ultimate of his to get out of that combo pretty easily, and I think he can bait the skills out of Lunox pretty easily. But here comes that Hayabusa ban, pretty decent, I would say, judging their main damage will come from that Neaton, that Aurora, and that Hayabusa could have been lethal to those two heroes, isn't it?
Yeah, but looking at both the teams, they both have only magic damage dealers heroes. So
the only physical damage from the side of Team Ohio is that Phobius, but the rest of the 5 heroes are all magic, isn't it? I mean, you're right here. They do need to go for that physical damage here.
Yeah, they need that physical damage.
They still have their, okay, a Claude?
Okay, a Claude. That's
the Lunox will go to the mid lane then.
Yeah, Lunox in the mid lane against that Aurora.
This seems pretty interesting with the dragon being locked in against that Phobius. That is interesting. We thought they could go for that, CC or that Xbox like we mentioned, but they will go for that extra bit of CC and sustain from that dragon. Pretty good pick, I would say, judging that he can easily dive that back line, but that Alpha will lock their trap down. And yes, who will stop that Claude though here?
Claude. Let's see.
I mean, the Petrify does cancel that pleasing duet, but it is only if it's timed properly, if he can get close enough to connect that Petrify, both the dragon and that Carmilla here. But will it be enough? It's easy to cancel that Claude down, you think? Who?
If they catch that Claude, but it is hard to catch that Claude, but if they got a hand of that Claude, it's over.
What can be the jungler though here? They have that. Okay, sir. We do get to see a Fanny.
Finally, can we see the Fanny signing?
Depends, that Fanny does have that room for those plays because Team Rebellion, they do lack that CC. The only source of CC that they have is that Aurora and that Spear of Alpha from Darko Iso So, or it's a So, Darko So. So from Darko and from that Eben, will it be enough is the question. Let's see Chester, what does it bring with that Fanny play? And yes, who we are diving in for the first game of the night between Team Rebellion taking on against Team Ohio Leo, and it's gonna be a massacre, I feel, with the picks coming in, isn't it?
Yeah, this Fanny. I wanna see this Fanny, man.
I guess we all do, our viewers as well. Guys, you can comment down which team do you think will take this game away. I mean, looking at the draft, it is pretty hard to judge. It could be anybody's game. The early game is looking pretty solid for the side of Team Ohio, but the late game is insanely scary from the side of Team Rebellion with that Nathan. If he comes online, it's gonna be a GG, I believe, for the front line, like who mentioned with that curse of blood from the Carmilla here. But yes, who? What do you think can be the keys to victory for the side of Team Ohio here?
Team Ohio. But look, just wait for a second. Look at that Fanny. Is she lagging?
I think so. She's lagging. She is not moving yet. I think we need to we need to wait for the team to call for a pause if they want to out here.
Okay, I have still not gotten your text for the pause. So if you are lagging, please text pause.
Look at that dragon coming in, trying to steal that buff away from the side of Team Ohio. They do know that Fanny is lagging, I believe, and that buff goes away, but the buff went to that Hylos here, and he's taking a lot of damage. Will take down that dragon with the help of that Lunox here. A first kill going to the side of Team Ohio. The blue buff is getting invaded though, and will be taken.
Do you think that's a bad choice coming in from Hylas? They know that the Fanny was lagging. Why did he have to cook that buff?
I'm not entirely sure what is happening in the map. The Fanny is moving, he's back on the map, I believe, but both his buffs are taken away, and this will delay his level 4. The presence that we want to have in the early game, back to the mid lane, the even getting a lot of damage taken from that Hylos, also trying to chunk the HP down of Maku here, but they will back to go reset onto the top lane. We can see the Hylos moving, but will spot that Alpha there, and yes, that Fanny is just level 1. Will get that Spear of Alpha connected onto him, might get taken down, the damage would be enough, and here comes the pause from the side of Team Ohio, I believe, isn't it, who?
Yeah, already done. Yeah, I've done. Yeah, I've done it.
And that was a bit rough start for the side of Team Ohio.
Waiting for it.
They did lose that buffs for that Fanny early on, and a pretty bad start, I would say, considering they lacked that early level onto that jungler.
Yeah, Alpha is already level 5 and Fanny is just level 1.
This is pretty tired, I would say. I mean, they could have asked for a pause earlier on, but we are already about 2 minutes into the game, and this will just get from bad to worse for the side of Team Ohio if the Fanny cannot get back his farm on time. But looking at this, Alpha is not going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah. He is already 4 level ahead from that Fanny, so it is looking bad for Team Ohio.
Indeed, we were thinking that this is going to be a good matchup with that Fanny being drafted in for the side of Team Ohio, but unfortunately, due to the unforeseen situations and circumstances, it's not gonna go the way we wanted it to be. I mean, everybody wanted it to be, I feel like.
Yeah. Fanny is a curse? What do you think, Shin?
I think somebody did not pay for the internet bill here. if I'm not wrong. I mean, these internet issues are something, this team needs to work on right before the match. They have the time, they had the preparation phase for them before the game. They do need to fix their internet and all the other problems that they have. They can ask for some time if they need from us before the match starts, not after the match start. That is something we cannot give to everybody. That would be too leniency from our side as we are moving further into the round of 16s and 8. There's going to be more strict. I mean, we're going to be more strict for sure, isn't it? Who?
Yeah, we are going to be a lot more strict than before since we are moving to that round of 16 and quarterfinals. So if you are lagging or you don't have a proper internet connection, you should inform us earlier.
Absolutely, but I mean, whatever happened. Okay, with the Fanny being already level 4 level behind compared to his counterpart, that is that Alpha. What do you think Team Ohio can do here to, get that game back to their side?
Okay, now they just have to hold on and make it late game so it becomes even, and they should go for that fight in the late game. But in the early stage, it's not good to take fights since they are already 3 levels behind. So it will be a lost situation for them.
Usually when we get to see a Fanny being drafted, we do usually expect that early game snowball coming in from a Fanny. Those early kills or this early itemization from that Fanny through those kills is something that transitions into the mid to late game. When the tank, I mean, whether other heroes or other members have locked on their items, especially the marksman and the mage, when they're having enough damage to carry that game along, even with the Fanny being in the team fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
But in this game, that is not going to happen. The other members, they do need to pull up here. We are back into the game here, and we can see on the top lane, the lanes are getting, invaded here, and the turtle has spawned. I think Team Rebellion can take it pretty easily. There are 4 members down there.
It's a easy turtle for them,
Indeed, it is an easy turtle, like you mentioned, and Fanny is just level 2. In the 2 minutes of the game, that is not a good look. The dragon trying to cut that lane. We can see the Hylos trying to poke some damage onto him. He will be able to get out of there. Cherry trying to go for that invade with his teammates onto that red buff. This Alpha will not stop anytime soon. They do not want to give any chance of a comeback to the side of Team Ohio here.
Yeah, this looks very bad,
Look at that spear of Alpha connecting on to that, Hylos chunking him down so easily. I'm sorry, that is the Lunox as well getting taken down, and that is 2 kills going to the side of Team Team Rebellion here. The Fanny does not get that retribution. The Frigid Glacier was used, and Fanny will fall from that spear of that Alpha's damage, and yes sir, that is a 3-4-0 trade along with the mid lane. They are going in again onto that. Hylos will get, just vanished, and the Lunox will have to use his brilliance to just get out of there. 3 minutes. Again invade with that mid lane trade going down. Complete gold sheet taken off. This is looking from bad to worse.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes and Fanny is just level 2. Meanwhile, that Alpha is almost level 8 now.
That Claude was so unfortunate, did not have that Purify to get out of there, and the damage was just enough from that Aurora and that Carmilla to take him down. And we can see next on the top lane, the dragon was chunked so low, just surviving on 1% HP here. The Fanny didn't go in because he did not have that devil yet, and he will be able to recall here. We can see the top lane will get pushed, and to see the bot lane, we can see another engage going on here. Claude does use a blazing duet just to clear that wave of the entropy was also used in response, and no one will fall from that, but that is a good defense coming in from the side of Team Ohio.
Yeah, they need to hold on for the late game now. There is no chance if they fight in the early stages.
Indeed, but just as we are talking about that, we can see the turtle gets taken down again from the side of Team Rebellion. They are able to maintain a 5k goal lead just 5 minutes into the game, and that blue buff will get invaded again, and Fanny level 4 cannot sustain the damage from a level 8, and 9 members coming in from the side of Team Rebellion will fall again 3 times, dying to his falling to his death, and the blue buff will also get invaded here. No hopes of coming back into this game for that Fanny.
Yeah, Meanwhile, in the top side, we can see a Phobius versus Dragon, where the Dragon is bullying that Phobius.
I mean, with that goal lead already into the side, I think this dragon can bully that Phobius. He has locked in his item. And talking about that bot lane, a pick off for that Alpha. He is unstoppable at this point, who just 5 minutes into the game.
And he is already level 10.
And a bot turret too. So that is, more than enough for the side of Team Rebellion to consider. They can push on the turret onto the bot side, onto the top lane. We can see a fight going on. The Dragon will fall from the damage of that Yuzong. He survives a 4v1 and he wants to go back again with his team coming back in. You can see the brilliance being used from Maku and the freeze coming in. The Frigid Glacier is not back online, I feel like here, but yes, they will survive and that turret will stand too onto the bot lane. They will push that turret down and a good trade coming in onto the bot lane. Meanwhile, onto the mid lane, we can see the Ruby DD combo maybe, but I think that is enough. No, it is not. The damage would be enough to take down that Lunox instead, and that is 2 for 0 for the side of Team Rebellion, and that red buff also being taken. So is the blue buff. The Fanny wants to go in. He uses the retribution, does not get it on time, and he does get the buff though.
Okay, finally Fanny gets the first buff, the blue.
But it's 7 minutes already. Who is this gonna change anything?
I don't think so now. They are already on a high lead. Look at that.
Looking at that engage again, the Frigid Glacier connecting onto that Spear of Alpha, and that Curse of Blood was already there. Maku so low will get taken down from that evens damage, and that mid lane turret will fall. 3-4-0 trade, make it 4 with the mid lane turret, and the next might be the top lane. That could be a 5-4-0 trade coming towards the side of Team Rebellion here. They don't want to stop here. They want to take everything that is coming on their way, and they want to take this game away from the side of Team Ohio. They want that ticket to the round of 16, and I don't think so anybody can stop them at this point. We can see onto the mid lane damage being placed. Cherry Chung so low, the glorious pathway was there but not enough. The dragon gets the Hylos getting taken down, and Cherry was traded in. The Alpha so low, the Lunox will be able to take him down, but he will also fall. A double kill for that Lunox, but 3 kills will get traded off for that.
That's the spirit, Shin. Even if you are losing and a level behind, you can still win it if you have that mentality. So
indeed, sir, that mentality is pretty important to have. If you just give up just because you're on the losing side, that's just gonna not improve anything. You need to take control of the situation in order to change it, isn't it?
yeah, you will get that one chance where they can throw, and you can get that chance and make it a win for you. So don't give up, guys.
You know what, who you're just reminding me of that song Till I Collapsed from Eminem.
Yeah,
Just one chance that also not afraid right now. So let's see if they can pull up an Eminem type of shit here. But looking at the map, you can see the Fanny trying to get the damage. It's level 7, won't get that damage onto a level 13 Alpha here. The Lord already in the Land of Dawn. And the members, are they to chunk it down? I don't think so. There could be any potential steal from the side of Team Ohio here. They are more than happy to defend their base at this point.
yeah, this looks very sad.
Absolutely. I mean, what can they do even with this setback? Their hopes are just getting slimmer and slimmer at this point.
Yeah, but I still want Team Liho to come back and have a even fight where they are both the teams are level 15 and a proper 5v5 fight.
But with that, magic crystal, holy crystal getting locked in by that Nathan, it's just gonna be even worse. You can see the damage being placed, the curse of blood connecting onto that Lunox with the brilliance getting over. He will get taken down with that low HP onto the bot lane. The entropy already being used. So much damage being placed. They do not have the minion to push that lane yet. The Lord is marching down the mid lane. they lack their measure and they don't think so they can defend this middle lane inhibitor. It will fall here, and yes, the dragon tried to zone out the member. The Hylos into too deep, cannot survive even with that vengeance coming in. The entropy being used, the floor just got melted down, and the next to fall should be this Lunox. And Phoebe is trying to go in to do something, but not enough, and they wipe out along with a triple kill for that dragon. Yuzong and that base gets taken down. That is a wrap for the first game. Team Rebellion just dominated that game, not giving a single chance for Team Ohio to come for a comeback despite having that, setback in the early game.
Yeah, congratulations to Team Rebellion, but I am a bit sad for Team Ohio. But never mind, you will get another chance. So don't give up, guys. I like your spirit. So thank you for joining Team Ohio.
Indeed, sir. Team Ohio, you did put up a valiant effort despite your setbacks and that unfortunate situation in the early game, but the game must go on. That's what we say. And never mind with that thing. You have a great fighting spirit, and we would really love to see you guys in the next tournament too. So please come back stronger. And yes, congratulations to Team Rebellion. They will take that ticket to the round of 16. And yes, thank you so much for both the teams for playing this game. And we have to move to the next game, isn't it? Who?
Yeah. Okay, so
I mean, while we are, yes, sir, go on.
next team is a bit interesting. It's between Team Meow Meow Gang and Forbidden Esports.
Ooh, did you just say Meow Meow Gang?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a game to watch out for, and I believe most people do know who Meow Meow Gang is. And yes, sir, they are here to show what they're capable of. And yes, Team Forbidden Esports, they are not somebody to just take in lightly. And I believe they can do a lot better this game too. And let's see what will they pull off in this game. So yes, Sue, let's see as the
Yeah.
teams will join in soon. What will be the outcome of this game?
Let's see.
Yes, and while we're at it, why not we'll take a little short break to just refresh and just get ourselves back to the shape to cast again.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we will be back in a minute. Till then, please wait for some time.
Yes, sir. Don't go anywhere. Just come back, and we will jump right back to this game, guys, and see you a bit in a bit. And with that, we are finally back, guys. This is indeed the Vortex of Legends Season 2, brought to you by Yama Esports. And this will be the third game. I believe the second game did get forfeited as team. Which team was it again? Who? I mean, Suki? Who forfeited? Against Team Yama again?
It was team. Let me check. Forbidden Esports.
Okay, Forbidden Esports, unfortunately, they backed off or forfeited the game. So, Team Meow Meow Gang will move on to the round of 16. And with that game away, we have to jump to the next best of one between Team Moitamo on the blue side and Team Final Boss on the red side, who will take on each other. So this is going to be an interesting game, isn't it? And guys, joining us, we also have Suki for this game. He will be casting in game, but he can say hello to the viewers right now.
Hi guys, I'm back for casting this game and after this game as well. And
Indeed.
yeah guys, it's always fun to cast with my fellow casters Sinryu and the Who.
Absolutely. I think it is more fun when Who is around here, isn't it, Suki?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. And yes, we will soon go into the game, but talking about the game, the last game was something, isn't it, Suki?
Yep, obviously if the Fanny had not gone like offline for like 2 or 1 minute, it would have been like something, the results would have been something else. I hope so, but Team Rebellion taking advantage of that put the game in an instant.
Yes, I mean, it was a bit unfortunate, and due to some circumstances, the communication gap happened between the team members and with our management. So the pause did come, but it was a bit late, and we want to avoid such problems. So teams, please, maintain that transparency between communicating to our management team for such situation or circumstances. I hope such situation does not take place again in the future. We will try our best, but you guys also need to step up. I'm talking about the participants of the tournament, and yes, it is not only our responsibility but your responsibility as well, since you guys are participating on your own accord, and it is also your responsibility to communicate your issues to us, because we are not mind readers here, and we do need to get that
Call.
instructions from you guys to go for the pauses as well, isn't it, Who and Suki?
Yeah. We can't see the text that you are doing in the all chat to pause. You need to text on that pause group. That is why the group is made for.
Okay, and with that away, why don't I tell the guys about the tournament here? Okay, why do we have Super Justin in the lobby? Okay, he's playing for Final Boss. Interesting. If you guys don't know, Super Justin is a member from ET, that is the Eliminator squad. And yes, it is a squad which is pretty well known in the Northeast. And yes, we might have Super Justin in this game as Who. I believe that, back to what I was saying, to our viewers, we are reaching that milestone soon. And the giveaways, I believe, are happening in the live stream as we speak of. The moderators and our fellow team members are working on that. But Who, why don't you tell the viewers about the milestones that we have set for ourselves? When will the next giveaway take place?
Okay, so as soon as we reach 450 subscribers on YouTube, we will give a 100 diamonds giveaway. So guys, invite your friends, share the stream, and tell them to subscribe if you want to win that giveaway.
Indeed. And if you guys want to catch up about the updates regarding our tournament, the news about the next matches, and whatever other information, the bracket information, the tournaments that can happen in the near future, everything, I mean every single thing, will be posted on our Instagram page. The link to that will be provided in the live stream. Our moderators will put in that somewhere if you guys cannot find it. And if you want to just find it yourself, it is Yama Esports. You can just search it up. It should be popping up in the first search itself, because there aren't any other Yamas, I believe so. And yeah, you can just follow that page up for some updates regarding the other tournaments, which you guys can participate too. If you guys have missed this time around, you can just get the information and be on time this time to not miss out this amazing tournaments that we are bringing to you guys. And yeah, back to the giveaway. That is, we have a 5,000 diamonds prize pool from where we are doing these giveaways with bits and pieces. So there will be different types of giveaways. Obviously, you guys need to be active on the live stream, be commenting, be participating in the instructions given to you guys, so you can get those diamonds for yourself. And who do you want to tell the viewers about the prize pool of the tournament? I think the who is busy. Suki, are you here with us?
Yes, I am there, bro.
Why don't you tell? Yes, go on.
Prize pool of this tournament is like 25,000, and the first place gets like 12,500 diamonds, and following second place runners up will get like 7,500 diamonds, and the third place will get around like 5k diamonds, and we have additional 5k giveaway for the viewers. And we have already given we will give at the end of this tournament the 200 dias giveaway that Kyra and Suzu had won, 100 dias each. And if you guys want to win some diamonds, do participate in our stream and be active and just respond to our polls and the questions we ask. And the milestone we are about to hit is like when we reach 450 subscribers, we are gonna give 100 dias to one lucky subscriber. So yeah, be active and be there, guys. Best of luck.
Indeed, and I feel like we are just few moments away from starting this game, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go without any delay.
Yes, sir. So, guys, we are finally in for the third match of the day between Team Moitamo on the blue side and Team. What was it again, Suki? Name
Final
it.
boss.
Which one? Moitamo?
No, it is the final boss, like the who mentioned. So, yes, we are in this best of one. And what do you guys think could be the potential ban? Is it going to be the chip or a fighter?
A phobias ban getting locked in.
That was answered faster than you guys could respond, but okay. Back to the question again. The second ban, any prediction, guys?
A Khalid ban.
Maybe a mage or a fighter or a Gato, maybe.
I think chip, most probably, but let's see. The other potential bans could be a fighter, that is a Khalid getting banned, could be very probable. But the Gadot is also a next option for banning here. And I am correct here, guys. It is a chip getting banned. So, yes. There comes a mage ban, Suki.
Okay.
Indeed, an Aurora ban coming on from Moitamo.
Indeed. The Project Glacier is pretty, annoying to deal with, really changing those team fights pretty easily. I feel Team Moitamo, they did not want to pick that Aurora as their first pick, so they also want to avoid dealing with that hero from the side of Team Final boss here. And I feel like that is a good decision, isn't it, Who?
Yeah. It is a good decision since you just saw what the Aurora can do.
Absolutely, those stuns are pretty annoying, and with that, the Khalid finally getting banned. Nothing too crazy with the ban so far. Another mage coming in from the side of Team Moitamo here. Suki was right, those mages are getting banned here.
Okay,
Yep,
I think
indeed.
a
As
link
I
might be
told
coming.
you that the mages will be banned, absolutely, and even the EXP. Maybe the Gato will be banned next, as it's a menace in the EXP as well as the roam position.
But that can open up that Alice, isn't it, Who?
Yeah. Okay, we just forgot about this hero Suyu.
Interesting ban. I mean, that does open up that Alice, but the first pick from the side of Team Moitamo is that laying on Daddy is busy. So there goes that assassin locked in, but this does open up the Alice and the Gatot for the side of Team Final Boss.
Yes, absolutely. It will open the chances for goal in Alice for Zuzan. As we all know how strong is Zuzan on that Alice and on that gold lane, as well as they got that Gato. What do you have to say about this, Who?
Okay, Gatot on EXP is more powerful, I think, since it's a 1v1 and it is tough to fight against that Gato since that knock onto the head. It is so damn hurting, bro.
Indeed, the sustain coming in from the Gatot onto that EXP lane, when he can get those items much quicker compared to a roaming position where he has to wait for his goal to come in before he can lock onto those items, is something who rightfully mentioned. He can come online pretty early with those annoying stuns and those annoying engages with this AOG, but that Beatrix being picked in the first phase is something we don't get to see very often here, isn't it, Hu and Suhi?
Yeah.
Yes, we don't see the Beatrix being picked in the first phase of the picking draft, and it might be that they were very sure that this Beatrix will work out in this game against that Ling and the remaining heroes also.
What are your thoughts, Hu, on that pick?
Okay, Beatrix is like now a shining star in the ranks game since it is being picked most oftenly. We can see that Mia pick, but alongside that Mia, we can see a lot Beatrix getting picked up. So they don't want to give that Beatrix to Moitamo, I think.
Okay, so you mean to mention that the meta is slowly shifting towards this marksman picks compared to that stable Ruby or those Alice that we used to get to see very often in that goal lane. And yes, that will also be answered back with that Louis E and that mid lane combo of that with Matilda from the side of Team Moitamo. But that Hayabusa will be locked in to counter those heroes. And what do you guys think of the draft so far? The bans are also coming in. Let's talk about that.
Draft seems like pretty like favor for both sides. The Ling, the Haya, we know how critical they are when team fights are happening. Like the Ling can go shoo with his first kill and mark the back line, and this Hayabusa with his God Shadow can mark the squishy heroes so properly and so fast, like they won't even know they have been marked.
Indeed. And who do you want to say anything about those picks so far?
Looking at the picks and the draft, it's like done every time. So they are going for that meta picks. You can see that in the screen.
I mean, the meta is pretty flexible currently, and we do get to see a lot of heroes being interchanged into those positions. And yeah, those flexible picks can really come into the play. But looking at the draft from the side of Team Moitamo here, they have a pretty honest draft so far. Those heroes, we can easily tell where those will go. But looking at that Gadot, it is a still mystery. They can put it in the EXP lane, they can go it for a roaming position. It can be like flexed here, but with the bans coming in, the Ruby edit along with the Carmilla and that Cecilia being banned, it's pretty decent bans, I would say. They are banning out those counter heroes towards their picks, I would say, out here. And yeah, the Hayabusa can go in with the Quad Shadow along with that Ogi Shadow kill to get those kills onto the squishy members who can just get out with that flicker. But after that is expended, I mean, they won't be able to get any safety away from those damage of that AOG following up that flicker, isn't it?
Yep, indeed, it is. Like we can see the Eve being picked by final boss. Eve this season is like a good mage, very underrated mage, and is only played few times, I guess. I've only seen it like few times in rank or like any other matches. but it's good for those team fights and like getting on to catching on to some other members while ganking. So good, and it's so underrated. Only few people use it.
Indeed. And who do you have any thoughts about that pick coming in from both these teams?
Okay, you know that slow down coming in from Eve is very annoying. You just want to walk away from the gangs or the fights, but that Eve from the backside just trying to slow down you is very annoying, and that damage is, you know, so underrated. Most people don't pick up that Eve, but it is a very OP hero right now. So you guys should start playing that hero.
Indeed. I mean, with the Eve pick coming in from the side of team Final Boss, if you guys are following, the meta shift towards this other regions like the Philippines, like the Indonesia, they are using this hero quite effectively, I would say. It did have 100% win rate in some regions, playoffs. So this Eve pick can be something that can be a game changer for the side of Team Final Boss here. They do want to fight inside that box with that AOG damage coming in, and with the Beatrix to be the cherry on the top with those full barrage and that missile arrows from those two guns, it can be pretty lethal. But that Van Man pick coming in from the side of Team Moitamo is also a rising pick in this current meta. We do get to see a lot of Van Man being played right now, and they want to go for those aggressive dives coming in with the Ling, with the Van Van, and that Terizla being locked in. Will it get punished if they go for that, real world manipulation play from that Eve?
Maybe if the Eve positions herself well, there's a less chance that she will be marked by that one or even get a chance to be hit by that crossbow of Tang. And yeah, that Franco is there to like catch the one.
Indeed. And with the match already coming to a swing in this land of dawn, let me and Suki take it over from here. Who? It was nice to have you for the drafting stage. We will get back to you for the post-match analysis. But yeah, I think pretty standard rotation coming in, and you can see already that Franco trying to be a menace in the land of dawn, trying to go for that vision early on.
Yep, indeed, the Franco is trying to give vision to his side, and yeah, his first hook did not land as well, and both the junglers are taking the jungle peacefully. I guess we won't be seeing any action till 2 minutes.
Suki, I just wanted to ask you about those, silence matchup, the Van Van versus that Beatrix and the Terizla versus that Gatot. Who do you think have a better time laning against those heroes? Like, which hero will come on top for those laning phases?
It's like the top lane, EXP lane, it's all about like sustaining, so there won't be any chances that we'll be seeing a good fight in top lane. But for the bot lane, the one man having that crossbow of Tang, her second skill that like that get rid of the CC.
Wait a minute, onto the mid lane. Okay, that gank was not happening, but yes, Suki, go on. What we're saying.
And yeah, it's quite like one man is at advantage in the bot lane.
But I do feel, she does need those items to come online compared to, Beatrix, who can deal damage after reaching that level 4. But onto the top lane, there was already a gank coming in. Louis will be able to take down the Zeeb already in the early minute of the game with the help of her roamer, that is the Matilda. They do have the priority for the turtle. We can see Sevos is going for that red buff instead. Super Justin is trying to give the vision, but he will get zoned out. But here comes the Hayabusa trying to steal the turtle, but won't be enough. AOG will get placed the link with the Tempest of Blade. He will be able to secure the turtle, but the fight is there. The penalty zone was connected onto the Toad and the Franco, but they will be able to go out. But here comes the circling eagle onto that Hayabusa too. Low will get fall from the hands of that Matilda, and back. That Matilda will get chased here. Will he be able to get out of there is the question. I think he will be able to go out with the movement speed coming in, but that is a good trade onto the mid lane. That flicker will be expended from that Louis, but here comes a Van with a crossbow of Tank connecting onto that mage. Again, he will fall, and that is the second death onto him. Zuzang trying to get some damage. Will use that flicker onto that Van and will get that kill. Unknown falling in the 3rd minute of the game. That is a trade back for the side of team final boss here, Suki.
Yes, that was a wonderful fight in the turtle lane. And that Hayabusa using that shadow kill and still did not manage to take the turtle, as the AOG was used perfectly. And we can see in the bot lane that Matilda is picked off by that Beatrix.
Wait a minute, and there comes the Tempest of Blade with the Louis damage there. He will get that kill. The Beatrix did not have that flicker to get out of there.
Yep, indeed, that was a really brilliant pick off by that Ling, Louis, and their roamer. And we can see that was a one-on-one trade on the bot lane. A roamer for a gold laner. What do you think about this?
I would go for the trade any day, from the side of Team Moitamo. They did walk off with a better trade. That kill that the Beatrix just got onto that Van was just, taken right back from that mage. And that mage is sitting with 2-0-0. He will have the damage compared to his counterpart who just fell twice early on into the game. You can see that Louis already being such a menace in the map compared to that Eve, who has not been able to join this team fight. The Circling Eagle used onto the bot lane, but not they won't find any follow for that. But yes, that is a good bait for the side of team final boss here to go for the turtle. Will team Moitamo contest here? They are going in. The Iron Hook, the Bloody Hunt was used. The Hayabusa has to use that ultimate, but not getting enough. The real world manipulation was used. We can see Hayabusa Chunk too low, does use the retribution, but will get the turtle anyway. It was a bit early retribution, but the help of his teammates, the Ling did fall from that entire engage. And yes, that is a good win for the side of team final boss, and they might get this bot lane turret too.
I guess you did not notice how that Hayabusa survived on like a slither of HP. He just had like 0.5% of HP. He still managed to get out with that God's Shadow, taking the kill onto the Ling and as well as the turtle. Even though he missed the retribution, he still got it with the help of his teammates. And yeah, the final boss comes out on top from this team fight. And we can see on the bot lane that Teresa is being picked off by Eve, Zuzang, and that Super Justin.
I did miss out that outplay coming in from that Hayabusa, like you mentioned, but damn, the damage from that Beatrix already online, but onto the top lane, that will be a kill going to the side of team final boss here, 2 for 1v2, but here comes the Bloody Hunt onto the mage, and he will get taken down from the damage of Zuzang, and you can see the damage from Zuzang already online, and he is sitting with the 3-1 and 2 KDA. This damage from his guns, that shotgun really melted that Terisla a while ago, and yes, this is a testament, like who mentioned, this pick rising again in the current meta, isn't it, Suki?
Yep, obviously it's rising, and Beatrix is being picked much in these tournaments and stuff. We can see like the tournaments in like Indonesia and like Philippines also utilize this Beatrix on the gold lane, which is a menace when it gets it farm and like the support from his teammates.
Okay, onto the mid lane, we can see the duality, the Yin Yang overturn will connect and take down a lot of HP. But while we were talking all about that, 2 top lane turrets, 2 first tier turrets were taken down from the side of team final boss. They were a bit behind early in the game, but with the game slowly transitioning into the mid game, we can see they have the goal lead, they have the, this objective lead from their side, and the last turtle of the game has spawned. We can see Franco going in with the concealed play, might not get the target he wants to, and this will open up the turtle for the side of team final boss here.
Yes, obviously they traded that turtle for the bot lane tier 1 turret, and we can see that everybody goes back to their position, and the mage and the one-man retreats from the bot lane and stabilizing their position onto their own jungle.
Yes, looking at the item, the gold, we can see most of the gold is onto Zuzang on that Beatrix. He already has completed 2 items, and this has made him pretty lethal on those team fights. He is already online with the BOD and that Malefic Road lock onto him. I think this Beatrix is just gonna hurt more with the passing minutes if he's not stopped here.
Obviously, like the Moitamo has got no real CC to catch that Beatrix, and if they do not do it, if they do not shut down that Beatrix, he's gonna melt all of them and absolutely give them their potential win for this match.
Yes, absolutely. You're pretty correct about that. But onto the top lane, there is a four-man rotation. They are ganking there. I think team Waitamo, they don't know here. Here comes the conceal play where they can see the lane already spotting out. The Franco will be able to get out of there, but that was a good Hail Mary play coming in from the side of team Final Boss. But they do want this blue buff. They won't let that lane take it away very easily. We can see Zuzang already dealing the damage, but the retribution will be there. There comes a shot down onto that Louis with the Hayabusa's, Ogi Shadow kill, the hook not connecting, but they also traded off with that middle lane turret here.
Yep, obviously that was a good move coming on from Hayabusa. At four-man rotation coming on from the red team was already set up on that bush, and everyone was engaged on that. And Hayabusa, taking advantage of the situation, quietly marked that Louis and taking the kill on her, shutting her down, and that dealt a huge impact on a team fight. And yeah,
indeed, the
Final Boss are on top.
Look at the top lane. There comes a Tempest of Blade. The Hayabusa will be able to get out of there with the Quad Shadow, but that was a good bait coming in right before that Lord. So this Lord, I don't think so Team Moitamo can contest unless they want to go for that Hail Mary play for themselves, but I don't think so. There's a chance for that. We can see the zoning out coming already from Super Justin on that Franco. He does have that iron hook. He's going for that conceal play onto the bot lane, under the turret. We can see 5 members collapsing onto that Terisla, and he will fall to his death here. And I think they might take a turret down there onto the top lane.
Yep, that was a 5-man gang bang coming on from Final Boss onto that Terisla. I think that he could not even say like Aya on that when he gets that
bloody mid lane, the iron hook connecting onto that that Louis. He will get that kill for their side with the damage coming in from that real world manipulation on that jam, and the Ling, even after using the Tempest of Blade, did not survive a 2-for-0 trade, and the Lord will march down.
Yep, that was a really good RWM coming on from that Eve, taking out, giving damage to that Ling and that Louis, and taking them down. And we can see that the Final Boss has complete takeover of that map, and we can see that the bot lane Hayabusa uses Ogi Shadow Kill to mark onto the back lane and does not find anyone.
Yes, the Vanman did use that, Wind of Nature to counter that damage from that. Oh, there comes a flicker by Bloody Hunt play. Here comes the AOG with the overlapping of that real world manipulation. But onto the back lane, we can see that Terisla going with the this penalty zone. Here comes the crossbow of tank connecting onto 2 members. Will fall the damage onto that Beatrix, and there goes Hayabusa, isolated a double kill for that Mathilda, and just remaining is that Eve will be able to recall, but the diversion play from that Louis might find him. I think so. No, will be able to recall, but a 4-for-2 trade going to the side of Team Moitamo. A good counter back from that setback that they got in the early game here, isn't it, Suki?
Yep, obviously that was a very, 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 very like risky play coming out from Super Justin, marking onto that Matilda and that Terisla with a good penalty zone on the back line, marked 3 of them. And while Matilda was taking on the Bloody Hunt, it like the 1-man was free, and that 1-1 utilizing that chance, getting onto the crossbow of tank onto that 3 members, taking out Zuzang in the process, and as well as that Hayabusa. And yeah, that he was also nearly taken down. Matilda, that one has chased her down, but he successfully outplaying that 1-man.
Yes, sir. Knowing that Team Moitamo had the information that Hayabusa did not have that Ogi Shadow kill, they went for that play because the most damage were coming from that Hayabusa and that Zuzang, and they got the kills onto them pretty easily, knowing that they got isolated with the Super Justin play, like you mentioned, a bit too risky on that roamer. And with that, the cool lead is pretty even out, though Team Moitamo are 2K behind on the. Look at the lane. Did not know the position of the side of Team Final. Was going onto the mid lane, but still able to get out of there. The Lord has spawned. This is a level 2 Lord, and that Iron Hook will not connect. He goes back in. Eve is there. Okay, there comes the Iron Hook. I mean the bloody hunt connecting onto the this Terisla, but there comes the damage, the diversion play, not working in the favor of the side of Team Moitamo here, and they will go for the concealed play, 4-man rotation, will not find anything, I believe, until that Iron Hook connects onto that Matilda, will get taken down from the damage of Zuzang, but they hiding here, will get spotted out, and I think he cannot go for that steal, but the Zuzang, the Beatrix is there, will take that mid lane turret, and they will not stop there. They might go for another push. We can see both the members have to recall to defend their base. The mid lane inhibitor turret will fall, and Hayabusa is walking onto that Lord here, Suki.
Yes, absolutely. That was a really good team fight coming on from Red. We can see that the one locked on the cross talk time to the Eve and onto that Beatrix as well. That Beatrix down.
A bit too overextended play, I would say. They were a bit too overconfident with their damage, and that was their downfall. They did, not expect the damage from the side of Team Moitamo here. I feel that was not a good move. That mage and the marksman falling right after they took that Lord. So look at the position from that mage and that roamer from the side of Team Moitamo. They did want to go for the diversion play, but will not find anything. And onto the top lane, the Van is very low, does not have the crossbow of tank yet, will be able to get out of there with the damage coming in from the Gatot, will take him down. The Tempest of Blade was already used, the Franco does not have that Iron Hook anymore, I mean that this Bloody Hunt anymore, that what Ogi Shadow Kill will just go onto that creep, not connecting onto this Ling, and yes, who won on the team fight though, Suki?
Yep, the team fight was really good coming on from Red side. The 1-1 was caught off guard in between that Gato and that Franco, and we can see a little engage coming on from the Red side, and I guess this is over for Moitamo.
I think Moitamo is saying otherwise they will go for the Tempest of Blade onto that Franco. He wants to that kill, but that Bloody Hunt will connect onto the Ling, and he will get taken down, but Franco does fall in the process, but the base crystal is very low. Team Moitamo, they want to defend this base as hard as they can, but Team Final Boss aggression is pretty hard onto this base. We can see the minions are coming in for their favor. They do have the damage, they do have the members, and here comes the AOG connecting onto this Louis, and the damage from the Beatrix will be enough, but here comes the crossbow of tank. The Hayabusas will have to get out of there. The crossbow of tank will take down Pau QT here, but the Beatrix with that Nibiru's passion will clear that waves pretty easily. They do have the wave prior I'm sorry, I'm just losing word here. They do have that, the lead here to take that base crystal down, but with that damage coming in, we can see the priorities on connecting onto that Vanman. He used that Wind of Nature to survive, but not for long enough, and I think that is an overextend coming in. We can see the Ling going in with the Tempest of Blade, the Winter Torsion outplay coming in, but not enough. But there goes the kill to that Ling, and he wants to go for that Hayabusa it seems, but does not have the do buff anymore to chase him down. And Suki, take it away. Tell us about the team fight. Break it down.
Yeah, the team fight was very good coming on from the red team side. As always, the engaging and the initiation was on perfect term, but we could see from earlier fights on that this Beatrix, like Beatrix on Suzanne, and as well as that Eve always like to stay on a little bit longer on that spotlight, and that caused the team to lose their damage dealer members. And yeah, it's said that like they overstayed.
Indeed, they did overstay their welcome here, and we can see the Lord being melted down so quickly. This should go to the side of Team Moitamo here. They find that engage onto that Beatrix, taking him down, but the Beatrix, the Kadot is there to give the damage onto Ling. He does have that wind of, this mortality, but yes, the Lord going to the side of Team Moitamo here. They have that window of comeback. Can they get this game back for their side, Suki? Do you think so?
I guess like there's hope if they don't throw like this. The Zuzang on that Beatrix is good, but if you throw like this, I don't think so you could carry on like this. And yeah, every member of the blue side, Moitamo, is trying, and they are trying so hard that they are trying to flick the game over. and yeah, Ling trying to get onto the top lane as yeah, he gets successfully take it, and the Lord's marching down from the bot lane, and Moitamo is trying to sync all the lanes together, trying to get some turrets, as well as trying to get some inhibitor turrets. Will they able to find some turrets, or like they will go down?
I think they can go for those turrets. Here comes a penalty play onto that penalty zone, onto that Beatrix. He will be able to get out of there with the second skill. And yes, the Hayabusa trying to find that damage. The Eve also trying to melt down that Terizla. He's so tanky. He is not going down anymore. We can see the Eve being too overextended there. Will not. So, okay, will survive with the this flicker play, but the Tempest of Blade already falling from that link. I think they have to back out here unless Team Moitamo wants to go for a counter engage. The conceal play coming in from Super Justin will not find anybody, but Team Final Boss, they will be able to defend that, but they lost a lot from that lot push. We can see both their top and the bot lane second tier trade did fall, and despite Team Moitamo push to just their base crystal, the base inhibitor, the base turret, they are still not giving up here, Suki.
Yep, absolutely, but they tried their best and like taking on to the T2 turret on that bot lane and top lane. We can see on the mid lane that the AOG is being dropped and the Ling is being taken down, and as well as that Louis and that Terizla is
next on the chopping blocks. We can see the Terizla going in for the penalty zone play, but not enough. He will lose that mortality. There comes the real world manipulation, but I think that should be a game for the side of Team Final Boss. They are going in. We can see the crossbow tank activated, but before that can deal the damage, the base crystal will get taken down, and sadly Team Moitamo cannot pull off that miracle play for their side. They will fall in the hands of Team Final Boss, who will eliminate them in this round of 32 to get their ticket to that round of 16 here, Suki.
Yep, that was a really brilliant pick coming on from that Franco, locking onto that Ling with that Bloody Hunt, and as well as that follow up from that Gatogacha using his AOG to catch on to, like, they had like no intention of letting him out of that CC, and yeah, as well as the Matilda and all tried to follow the Ling up, and on that process they got down too, and that led to the demise of their comeback.
Indeed, why don't we have Who here with us to hear his thought about that game? Do we have you, Who?
Yeah. Okay, just like I was talking about that Beatrix, it is very highly picked, and that damage coming in from Beatrix is so high, man. You could just watch the Ling going to give vision but got caught there. He was a bit overextending to give vision to his team, but knowing that they have that Franco, why do you have to go that deep on the late game when you are on the winning side? They had already come back, but they just needed to hold on a bit longer. So I think Team Final Boss, they played really very well, but as Suki was saying in game, that Zuzang and Yi was staying for too long. That is why they were onto the back foot, but never mind, they just got back up and won the game. Congratulations to Team Final Boss for going on to the next round.
Indeed, like Who rightfully mentioned, like Team Moitamo, they did get their moments of chances or the moment of glory, but they did indeed throw it in the last engage where that Ling trying to open up the map for his team got caught with that bloody hunt from Super Justin, and that was just that window for the side of Team Final Boss. They got that driver's seat back again that they had the entire game, and from there they just accelerated towards that space crystal to just take it down, tearing down any member that was there in their way. And yes, with that we have to bid Team Moitamo a farewell for this tournament, but they did put up a valiant effort in order to get the victory for themselves. I hope they can come out even stronger, but With that, I feel we need to go on with our tournament and the next and the final match of the night, isn't it, guys?
Yep, absolutely. The final game of today, and we can see the matches between Watashi wa Star. It's like I am a star, and like Leviathan. They go by fourth dimension, but I guess they're going by Leviathan this tournament, and we can see that the players are coming. And yeah, guys, if you're watching, do like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, guys, that is all. And as every players are coming from Watashi wa Star and Leviathan, as soon as they come, we'll start the game.
Indeed. Oh,
Yeah.
what do you want to say about this game?
Okay, not the game, but Watashi wa Star and Leviathan. This is what every host wants. The punctuality. They were just as soon as the match ended, they were like on time. Just entered the lobby. This is the punctuality that everyone wants.
Indeed, indeed. This is what we want to see from our future teams as well. This is what these two teams are setting as an example. Unfortunately, one team will have to end their journey with us tonight. We don't know which team would that be, but I wish both the teams a very good luck. Our brother Kyra is playing from the side of Team Watashi wa Star. A very good luck to you, brother, and our friends or our fellow juniors, I would say, at least my junior, but friends of some of my squad mates are on the side of this Leviathan. And yes, we do know what they're capable of, but that is not Team Watashi wa Star. Fear here, I, I'm sure they will want to get this game for their side, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Yep,
Both the
absolutely.
okay, yeah, go. Suki, you go.
We're hoping that this match will be very interesting and like very, very good to cast, as we are very hyped up or as because our like the active viewer Kyra is there on Watashi wa Star, and as well as we did see that cushion that he did yesterday on viewers versus host. That was very good and very awesome. I hope we can see a fan epic today.
Indeed, indeed. You want to say anything more about Watashi wa Star or Leviathan here? Ooh.
Okay, so I just want to say best of luck to both the teams, and without any delay, let's get into the game.
Absolutely, I feel we are more than ready to, start this game off. But to our viewers who just joined in, this is the Vortex of Legend Season 2, brought to you by Yama Sports. And yes, guys, this is the round of 32, day 3, and the final match of the night for our stream. And yes, we have Team Watashi wa Star on the blue side and Team Leviathan on the red side. So this is going to be a best of 1 between these two teams, and the team winning here will get their ticket to that round of 16. But the first band coming in is the Yuzong here, guys.
Okay, I think Team
Yeah.
Watashi wa Star have done their homework since Haruki on that Yuzong is very dangerous. So
Yep, absolutely.
Indeed.
We can see that
Bronze.
the Haruki possesses a good EXP heroes that he can use. I guess he is good on like most of the heroes like YZ, Puck, that new hero,
Shuyu.
the Khalid, Shuyo and all. And I don't know if he'll be doing EXP or possibly jungle.
Yes, that is a question we don't have the answer to yet, but we will get the answer of that soon. But with the rest of the band coming in, we can see the Ruby and that Phoebe is getting banned as well. There comes the Shuyu ban.
Yep, we can see that the Suyo is being banned as is very dangerous if he's played on that jungle.
Absolutely, but this does open whose favorite hero. That is the Chip, isn't it?
yeah, but I think Drone doesn't want to give away that chip, so I think he is going to ban it. But
No, they actually leave it open, and with the Ling and the Khalid ban coming in, this does open a lot of other heroes. And there comes the Barrett as the first pick something we don't really see very often, even in rank or in tournaments, guys.
Yeah, this was very shocking as they could have possibly gone for like more EXP heroes, either mage or even a tank. But Bharat, it's shocking that they picked this in their first pick.
I don't see team prioritizing a Barrett pick as their first pick, isn't it? Who?
Yeah, bats on first pick, that is not we see very often. But let's see what team Watashiwa Star have planned up here.
Absolutely. But to answer that Barrett pick, they have picked that Alice and that Aurora, pretty strong combo coming in, I would say. But to answer back, there is the Gatot and the Lunox pick, guys. Any thoughts about those two heroes?
Yeah, that Lunox is good for melting that what we say this Alice and that Gato on that EXP or either on that roam position is very good to catch on to those squishy heroes as he can burst them down if not played well.
Indeed. I mean, this Lunox is going to be very tough to deal with, I believe, as the game progresses, and it is a direct counter towards that Alice. It can melt down that Alice pretty easily once you lock those items down.
Yup, indeed. And is this a hero selection? Yeah, indeed it is. And they go for that edit for sure.
Okay, but I think they are deciding else, and they got that this X-Fog, which is a counter towards that Barrett's locked in. I feel like it is a good pick. Don't you think so, Suki?
Yeah, I also think that is a good pick coming on from this Leviathan on that X-Borg as it can be played as on that EXP as well as on jungle if they decide to play it as jungle, or like they can think like no, I'll play a different jungler, and as they can also pick a different jungler.
Indeed, I mean that is a pretty flexible pick coming in from their side, but they will ban that Moscow though. I didn't see that coming, and there is the Mia ban though.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent rank ban, I guess, coming on from on this blue side, Kyra's team.
Who? Any thoughts about those bans so far and the picks?
The picks, I am, a bit. What do you say that? Both the teams are not planning to go with that chip. Not even the picks, but the bans too. Okay, so finally Sang has decided to ban the chip.
I guess your wish has been fulfilled by Shank. And there comes the chip ban, which we were, talking so much about the entire draft. It is pretty surprising to see that neither of those teams did pick that hero even after, the entire first phase of that picking stage. And it does get banned in the second banning phase here. And yeah, I think that is a good ban regardless. These teams could have really go for those backline plays with that chip. And something to ban again was that Hylos from their side. Is it really a viable pick for team, Watashi was start to ban against team Leviathan here?
They could have gone for the carry ban, a carry or a Nolan ban,
Here comes the show, Dosuki.
Yes, they are going for like flashy picks as they are like confident, I guess. And yeah, Chow in that EXP is also really good now. It's kind of on meta, and as well as we know that the Rome Chow is a classic pick. And yeah, Chow is a good pick if they are playing it on EXP or as well as Rome. But I guess they really do need to get some CC or either a heal.
I mean, the Chow can also be a flexible pick for this game, but I don't think so. Haruki wants to play that Chow in this game. I think it is going to that roaming position most probably, but a Hanabi and a Belleric. Guys, we are seeing a bit of rank rank picks, I would say here, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
looking at Watashiwa Stars drafting, they go with that Belleric and that sustained hyper. We have seen that before in the round of 64. They go with their comfort picks. They don't care about that meta that much.
But to round off the draft, we can see Jay with that alpha into the jungle position. So this does, give us the idea where each and every hero are going. So, guys, what do you think about the draft so far? So, okay, go first.
I guess the draft, looking on to the draft, like the blue team has drafted a decent rank game match. If the first three picks were good, till that Hanabi and this Valeric dropped, and we can see that they are like far behind the draft that is drafted by this Leviathan. Like they are very flexible, durable, and life steal as well as damage is there.
Ooh, your thoughts about the draft so far?
Okay, looking at the draft, I just said it about the Watashiwa Star, but looking at Leviathan, they are mostly on that meta picks, which can be very powerful. As we move on to the late game, we can't miss out on that Alice, how sustainable she is.
Indeed, but this is a 5v5 battle. No single hero can, win the game. So it will come down to those team gameplays, and I think we should not underestimate any pick coming into this game. There are so many heroes in the game, and each and every hero does have the potential to carry a game for their side. But with that said, we have finally gone inside the land of dawn to start this game off. And this is a best of one between Team Watashiwa Star on the blue side and Team Leviathan on the red side. And you can see onto the mid lane, this Lunox taking a lot of damage, but will have to explain that flicker to survive. A good bait right in the first minute of the game, guys.
Yep, that was a very dangerous play coming on from the Lunox, not knowing the Chow position. And yeah, the Aurora's damage as well. We can see on the top side, the Alice is being cornered by Hanabi and Valeric, and we can see that the Alpha is moving on to the blue lane.
He does steal that buff, and there comes a Spear of Alpha connecting onto that Barrett's taking down the kill, but the Lunox does not have the flicker, will fall, but the Alpha is very low. The turret damage was enough to take him down, but the kill does go to the tank, and here comes the show with a Ji Kundo getting the knockup on the two member, but the Hanabi does have that Aegis to save himself from the damage, and back to reset they go, but that does give 2 kills towards the side of Team Team Leviathan here, but they did get that shut down onto that Alpha. So who got the better value of that team fight, guys? Suki.
It's like the Alpha got the farm from that double kill, and we can see that this Bharat is on danger, and the Gato with that engage has fallen down from the hands of that Alpha. That Alpha getting pretty farmed, and that Bharat is still level 3. And I don't think so that they will contest this turtle, as the Belleric is going on, and he has that way of the dragon.
But the turtle does go to the side of Team Leviathan here. They do not want to stop there. They're finding more. I think they want to go for the invade onto that red buff, but unless they decide otherwise. Yes, like you mentioned, this Alpha is just going for that snowball play early into the minute, not even giving this Varus a chance to get his, farm from the map. You can see he's already level 6, whereas the Barrett's barely getting his hand onto his buff, just will reach level 5 in a bit seconds. And yes, the pressure is already being built up from the side of Team Leviathan here. What do Team what was the team name again? I forgot. Watashiwa Star, yes, I'm sorry. Need to do here. There comes the show with the way of the dragon, but will get cancelled here. The Alpha does go in with a Spear of Alpha, but the damage being placed onto a lot. There comes the Alice with her damage, and the Barretts will fall to his demise, and another kill towards the side of Team Leviathan here, Suki.
Yep, that was a really good engage coming on from that Chow, using his Way of the Dragon to kick that Lunox, but it gets cancelled by that Barret, but he still manages to get off the Chow, and that Alpha getting that kill again. And he's like 4-1-0. guess he needs to be shut down or it's gonna go down for Otashiwa Star.
Looking at the top lane, the Alpha does not want to stop there. We can see the Cho already going with the G Kundal, but the Hanabi does have the Aegis. Here comes the Alpha with the Spear of Alpha, but the damage being placed onto Fuai, those three members, is enough to take her down. But the Shank will fall from that damage coming in from this Barretts, and there comes the Daytona's Welcome. Will connect on to two members, and there comes the Direct's play from that, this tank, but not enough. And there goes 2 kills towards that Alpha, and he will not stop there. Okay, he does not get the damage enough, very low from those turrets hit. Will be able to get out of there, but again, all the kills in the hands of this Alpha, Suki.
Yep, the Alpha is pretty snowballed right now, and like I guess if this goes on, this will only get worse. The side of Watashiwa Star, come on, do something, guys.
Indeed, you need to find a way to get the game back, but as we can see, the turtle is being next for this objective fight. It is already being melted from that Alpha's damage, and that will go to the side of Team Leviathan. They want to find more. The next is that blue buff. The conceal play does come in. Haruki does lose that Firaga armor. Here comes the AOG, but the way of the dragon will get that Gadot back, and there comes that isolated play, and that Alice is there to zone the members out. The blue buff is next. This Barretts won't be having that blue buff anytime soon, and Team Leviathan are asserting their dominance in this game, not giving any chance to Team Watashiwa Star to enable any comeback plays early on in this 5 minutes of the game, Suki.
Yup, that was a really good initiation coming out from Leviathan, and we can see that the Hanabi is taken down again by the Alpha. That Alpha is 9-1-0, 9 kill all by himself, and yeah, we can see that the Barret is still 7, and we can see that on term of jungle level, Alpha is a 2 step ahead of this Barret.
Yes, but moving on to the bot lane, we can see Emperor Kyra here, pushing that bot lane turret. I think they can get that turret easily. The Chow won't be getting there on time to defend that, but yes, that is a good trade-off coming in from Kyra, and yes, they did find some, gold from that bot lane turret's push, but they do need to find even more if they want to get their heads back to this game. But moving to the bot lane, we can see the 1v1 going on between Kyra and Haruki. It does take a lot of damage, but the two members are there, make it 4 with the this rest of the members coming in, but I don't think so. They will find an engage. Okay, they are considering, but onto the top lane, the Alice being engaged on by 3 members. There are 4 though, but I don't think so. They will go for the turtle. I mean, the turret yet. The turtle is next, isn't it, Suki?
Yep, indeed, the turtle has spawned, and they are camping on the blue buff as well as taking it, and the Lunox is there to give vision, and we can see on the top lane that the Alice is doing like 1v2 on the top lane, that Barret using his ultimate, and we can see that the Alpha's charging with his spear, and the Lunox get out, and the Barret is also successfully taken out, and the tank being taken out, and the drone uses his
Frigid Glacier. Yes, there comes a triple kill from that Alpha, and the turret gets traded on to the mid lane, and that was everything that Team Leviathan needed from the team fight to get their side even more goal lead, and this objective, the last turtle of the game, will go to their side as well. And just 7 minutes in, and a 7k goal lead. This is looking pretty dire for the side of Team Watashiwa Star.
Yup, indeed, they look like they are about to go down, but it's not over yet. They can still try, and that, wow, EOG onto that 3 members. It's like 1v3. Wow, that we have the dragon coming on from the Chow.
That was a good TikTok play, the way of the dragon along with the flicker coming in, and will get that kill onto that Lunox. Here comes the balance with the Daytona's Welcome, and it is not enough to sustain him, and there goes the kill again towards that Alpha with a KDA of 14-1, and to this Alpha looking unstoppable in the hands of Jay. He is here to take the game away from Team Watashiwa Star with this Alpha, and Team Watashiwa, they seem so lost in this game. They don't know what to do. Anything they're trying is not working out for them. Despite Kyra trying to go for that outplay, he was just taken down with the gold gap they have, the item gap they have. and I think they need to find some piece as they are trying to go for another engage onto the bot lane. The last insanity was used, so was the brilliance from that Lunox, and this does bait a lot of skills. They want to take that bot lane inhibitor. It seems 4 members are already there, Suki.
Yep, and that was a pretty good fight from the both team, and they disengage as well. That Chow is looking for something and gets that. He was not able to get the Leo the Dragon as well as pulls down and gets taken by the Lunox. That was a pretty bad engage coming on from the Chow.
Indeed, and that Chow did not have that flicker on time, so he does get taken down. Here comes a 1v1 onto the mid lane, make it 2v1. The Xbox will go with that last insanity play onto that tank and will get the shutdown onto him, and he will be able to walk out of there. I believe that was a great shutdown for their side. Here comes Kyra onto Haruki. Does not have the Raga armor, but the Alpha with the spear of Alpha, he will get that kill. That Sky Pierce, the damage was enough to take that Kato down right before he could use that AOG, and this Lord is looking very juicy for Team Leviathan to take it down.
Yep, and indeed if they take this, they will have a higher chances of taking those T2 turrets on like every lane. And we can see that the Barret is low and was trying to take the red buff and is hijacked by that Alpha and is level 14.
Yes,
4 level ahead of that Barret.
Yes, this Alpha does look pretty unstoppable in this game. He is not giving much chance to Team Watashiwa Star to even get their farm onto that map. You can see onto the mid lane, there is a chance of a clash. That Alpha wants to get the engage, but he is considering and waiting for the minion waves to come in along with that Lord. One mistake and can the game be flipped over? So they are being, a bit disciplined at this point of the game. It is already 10 minutes in, 10k goal lead. What can be done differently for Team Watashiwa Star here, Suki?
Watashiwa Star, like they should try to hold on to that late game spike as the Hanabi is there, as well as the Lunox is getting those items.
Indeed, there comes another engage on the bottom. The inhibitor is pretty low. There comes Spear of Alpha from J, will get eaten up by the Barrets, but he will fall to his demise. The damage is enough to take the Alpha down from the Lunox. Here comes the second kill towards the side of Team Watashiwa Star. They are pulling off everything. Is it enough? The Lord gets cleared, but the minions wave are flashing, and there comes Alice with his damage, but the Hanabi dealing a lot of damage to the members. They're pretty low, and that is a 2-for-2 trade so far. And back to disengage they go, Suki.
Yep, that was really good disengage, or that would have been a turning point for Watashiwa Star as they defended the base well, as well taking off that kill onto that Shank who is on Chow, and that Alpha shutting him down was a necessary thing to do from Watashiwa Star, as like Alice is looking to take that blue buff, and we can see that all the members of Leviathan has respawned and are making position for the Lord, and as well we can see that the Chow and that Lilith is there.
Yes, they are ready to take another engage. We can see the Detona's Welcome already being used from this Barrets, but the Frigid Glacier was not enough to stop Team Watashiwa Star to take that show down, and that is a good, shutdown coming in for the side of Team Watashiwa. They want to find anything that they, can at this point, and that kill will give them some gold lead back, and we can see the Lord is next to spawn in about 25 seconds. Team Watashiwa Star, I think they should try to find for a window to contest for this Lord, or they do have the damage necessary to defend this if they want to, but they might lose a lot of inhibitors for that Lord push.
Yep, indeed, we can see that the Chow is very being considerate towards Watashiwa Star and giving them kills so that their gold goes up and are able to contest for their Lord. And as we can see that the Watashiwa Star is trying to position themselves.
There comes the engage, the ultimate already being used by the Katot Kacha, but the Alpha with the Spear of Alpha able to get the stun onto 3 members, but they are getting a lot of damage onto him, but the Hanabi won't be enough. There are 3 members onto him, the last insanity, but the Maniac for that J on that Alpha will help them secure this game. I believe that Lunox is too overextended, too out of position, will get shot down from the damage of this Drone, and that is a game I believe towards the side of Team Leviathan, Team Watashiva Star were not enough to
But Shiva
stop.
Star tried their best, man.
Yes, they were not enough to stop Team Leviathan in their, you know, aggressive nature, and despite their valiant effort, they will have to bow to Team Leviathan, who will proceed to the round of 16 in this tournament, and that is a GG. Who can we have you here for the post-match analysis?
Okay, just like we said, these picks are great, but the meta picks are what you should go for. Looking at the draft from Leviathan, they had everything: the CC, the late game, the early game potential, and everything. They had gone for the all rounder. But looking at Watashiba Star, they were a bit balanced. But Jay invading that buff and getting those early kills was what costs them the victory.
Indeed, so we take it away with who talk us about the game.
The turning point for Watashiwa Star was that the drafting, yes, like it was a bad pick. The Barret being picked on the first pick being the Barret, and that followed up by that Hanabi, as well as that, what do we say, that Belleric. We could see on the draft that they had like a pretty disadvantageous draft for the Shiva Star, but they still tried their best play. And that Lunox, we can see that the Lunox had her items and like were bursting down those like Alpha. We can see that Alice, and the mistakes done by Watashiwa Star was that like on the early game they let that Alpha take on the kills. Like he was like getting like 6 kills, 7 kills, like it kept on getting higher and higher, and he got like snowballed. And yeah, if the Alpha gets snowballed, it's pretty bad for the opposition team.
Indeed, I mean, it was a bit difficult in the drafting stage as well, like you guys mentioned. That early battles pick was a bit, I would say setback for this side. They could not get those other heroes in their hands, and yeah, despite they were having the setback, they tried their best, I would say. I mean, it was a bit difficult playing against those meta heroes who are, pretty rampant, pretty solid in this current meta. We can already see what they're capable of in most games, and yes, that was a bit unfortunate. We have to, say goodbye to Team Watashiwa Star. Good effort from the side of Team Cairo and his members. Okay, guys, you did very well. I'm proud of you guys. I think the rest of the members are also proud, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes, guys. So come back stronger next time. We have hopes from you. And yes, Team Leviathan, congratulations. And with that, I think, guys, we have to wrap it up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that is it for today, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be there.
Absolutely. Don't miss it out. Tomorrow is going to be even more intense than today. I believe there's going to be some amazing teams playing. And yes, don't miss it out. That is the last day for the round of 32. The winning teams will move on to the round of 16. And yes, the tournament is just going to go intense and more intense with these teams battling on each other. So, guys, thank you for joining in today. Thank you to all the subscribers who just got connected with our Yama family, and we are more than happy to welcome you guys. But to win those giveaways, we need that milestone being hit, and we will wait for you guys to subscribe. And yes, with those last closing statement, I think it is time to wrap it up. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining in, and we will see you tomorrow at the same time. Who and Suki, say your goodbyes to the viewers.
Thank you for the viewers as well as the subscribers for liking the stream, sharing, and commenting. And yeah, we will be there tomorrow also, so please join us. And yeah, thank you as always for supporting us, and hope so you will keep on supporting us on the future as well.
Okay, so thank you for the support, guys, and we are very honored to be here and present these tournaments, these battles of the best teams. So, if you guys want to watch more of these things, you can subscribe to our channel and our Instagram page for more updates. So, thank you so much, guys, and good night.
Yes, this is us signing off. See you tomorrow, guys. Good night.